Hello, welcome along to highlights of West Indies against Australia from Warner Park in St Kitts. Game 5 of this Tri-Series competition from the Caribbean. Australia's 36-run victory over South Africa on Saturday took them to the top of the table and were in pole position to make the final. The West Indies were in last place but had played a game less, so a win today would see them move above South Africa into second place. Well, Jason Holder of the West Indies won the toss. He elected to bowl despite the blue skies and dry surface. They were unchanged. A couple of changes to tell you about on the Australian side. One of them in force. David Warner's broken finger meant a debut in this format for Travis Head. Mitchell Starc is game on, game off at the moment as Australia understandably look to be careful with his workload. Nathan Coulter-Nile coming back in for him. Australia to bat first. Here's what happened.
There's an edge and a wicket first up. Finch is gone. A little edge through to first. A cursory glance at the track as well from Finch as he walks away. Again, a bit of extra bounce. Beautifully bowled.
Good shape. Look at that great seam and bounce. Took the top shoulder of the bat. Big outside edge. A huge wicket for West Indies early on. And Finch just facing his one delivery today, no runs, and Australia is 1 for 1. Good shot off the legs, Khawaja. Picks up 2, maybe 3.
That's cracked away. Outfield's going to be lightning quick as it was the other day. It's been very dry in this part of the world. It is going to be tagged. And 3 the results. That's one thing you don't do too often at this ground. Run 3. Nicely played. Jerome Taylor won't like that. He's just given that one away. It's going to go all the way for 4, so that's not a good delivery, and the West Indies has got to pull that one back.
Yeah, for Taylor, you've got to ask the question, why change from those first few deliveries? Back of a length, round off stump. Then he's gone full. And then this one, a slower delivery. Not sure why you're bowling the slower one. There he tries to bowl, rolls the fingers across.
Oh, and there he goes, straying onto the pads and clipped away by Steve Smith. Beautiful shot. He's never going to miss that strong area of Steve Smith. Australia 35 for 1.
Or has he bowled in? Oh, it's come off, rammed in and gone on to the stumps on the rebound.
Yeah, Sunil Narayan, beautiful, all sorts of confusion, turning back, hitting the pad, great, good bounce. It looks like it's just come off Ramden's glove there onto the stumps. Yeah, as we see it, hits the pad, off the glove, just dislodging the belt.
Flown for 4, not controlled, just a smidgen of width. No one at first slip. May not have carried anyway.
Yeah, just a little bit of width on offer here by Carlos. Didn't seem to bounce a great deal. No slip in place. Here we see toe of the bat, through first slip, and he picks up a boundary.
Clever option from Usman Khawaja. Carlos Brathwaite can't get there. 51 for 1, 50 up.
Yeah, great option, Usman Khawaja. That's what you want to do as a batsman. Keep the spin bowler guessing.
Oh, he's missed it totally, Andre Fletcher. He fielded so well. That one was past him in a flash.
Yeah, just hasn't been on it today, Jerome Taylor. Here we see Bit of width, can't bowl there to Usman Khawaja. Very strong in that area. It's a real bread and butter shot for him. Good execution.
I would have to give Jerome Taylor his sweater, metaphorically speaking. 64 for 1.
Well, that was right in the arc, and Khawaja got hold of enough of it. He's been in for a while now. Usman Khawaja's looked very good. Played this with a lot of assurance.
Nice clean swing of the bat. Good nick is Khawaja. 59 on Saturday against South Africa.
Well, that's going to go for 4. Another loose delivery from Brathwaite. Way too short on a pitch that doesn't have that much pace in it. Steve Smith just getting inside the line as he normally does, comes across his stumps.
Half century, easy as you please. Not too much fuss, very efficient. Fans who are here at Warner Park will appreciate the style and the consistency of Usman Khawaja. Third ODI 50.
Down the track, and he's hit that well, hit that beautifully for 6. Nice connection. We know it's not a big boundary, but it was right out of the middle.
Yeah, fabulous shot from Steve Smith. Quick fed down the track, nice and straight. Yeah, it's saying gets short straight boundaries and deposits him for a well played 6.
Have a look how quickly he gets out of the blocks there, Steve Smith. Really was a nice shot from the stump cam. Slightly short, and that's been hammered for 6. Right out of the middle again from Smith. So taking toll with 2 deliveries in that over. Bottom line is he gets a dozen. He also notches up 50 runs as well. His second 50 in a row. Halfway mark, 115 for 5. This time it's Khawaja who's hammered that one for 6. So it looks like they've decided to step on the gas a little bit now.
Yeah, obviously something they spoke about. Usman Khawaja, slog sweep, putting Sunil Narine under pressure towards the short boundary with the wind. It's a real smart batting here by Usman Khawaja.
Down the track, strong. Not going to get to the fielder. So it's another boundary off the first ball of the over.
Yeah, real smart batting here by Usman Khawaja, advancing and hitting him to the shorter side of the boundary. Gets to the pitch. Good swing of the bat. There wasn't going to be one result. Comfortable 4.
This time it's over the cover region, extra cover region, and that's gone. That's nicely played again, and again he gets the maximum result.
Yeah, fabulous shot here by Usman Khawaja. Down the track, over mid-off. For comfortable half a dozen. Great batting, smart batting.
Oh, we thought he's missed out there, but he's going to get a boundary anyway. Might have got a tick. We'll have to see if there's any connection at all. No, it's a wide, so he's going to bowl that again. So what have we got? 14 runs off this over so far, and there's still 1 ball remaining. 15 it is.
Yeah, and this is what proactive batting does. It puts the bowler under pressure. He's not sure whether you're coming down, whether to fire it in or to toss it up.
work for Suleiman Ben, at least 2. Marlon Samuels on the chase. He's a couple of times looked to react quite slowly in the field, Marlon Samuels, and he's such a critical part of this West Indies batting lineup. Oh, he's a long way down. He's a long way down. Oh, he would have been gone. Jason Holder could not get back behind the stumps. That's good work at backward point.
Yeah, Steve Smith would have been struggling here. It's way down.
One extra step, Jason. One extra step, and you would have been there. Well fielded, Suleiman Ben. Oh, he would have been gone. Khawaja and Steve Smith obviously speak different lingos.
He did well here, Suleiman Ben. First to stop it, and then to get rid of it. Was on his knees when he got rid of it, and Khawaja would have been very late.
Up in the air, Randon calls, Brathwaite calls. Brathwaite takes it. So that pressure that was built between Holder and Pollard pays dividends for Brathwaite.
They're intent on going after the bowling with leg cutter. Steve Smith trying to cross haul it from outside off stump. Straight up in the air, was up there for a long time, and the big man pouches it safely. The second Australian wicket goes down. Steve Smith for well played 74. Australia now 171 for 2.
Taking that from well outside off. He's well-equipped George Bailey to do all of these alterations. Looking to help it away. Got it on the helmet and might have done himself some damage. But it's the end of the over, 40 gone, 192 for 2. Got it, the reverse sweep. He's going to run around, run away down there, but it'll be picked up by Taylor. They look for 3, it's going to be close. Is he home or not? Danger here for Khawaja. And he's running from ball 1 in a sense. It's been interesting all day. But Jerome Taylor didn't give up and got this throw in. And look at Fletcher, new keeper. He's going to be gone by miles, Khawaja. That is fantastic from the stand-in keeper. It's bounced in the rough. Picked it up. And he's going to be out. Huge blow for Khawaja and Australia. Excellent effort from Andre Fletcher. Good throw from Jerome Taylor. And disappointment, no doubt, for Usman Khawaja, but he's not the quickest between the wickets. And his running has proved his undoing. An excellent innings from him. But he goes for 98. Missing out on that first ODI 100. Australia 196 for 3.
Quick single. He's really struggling, Big Ben. It's a long way to lean down there when you've got a bit of, I'm not sure what it is. Looks like it's a bit of a back to me. Down the track, good connection, that's gone. That's 6. Not the biggest boundaries we know, but it's a good solid blow, that one from Bailey.
Well, he's made up his mind and came early. Was always going to go over the top. Give himself enough room to get those arms through it.
She'll be able to come back for the 2 here. Yep. Touch and turn. There's an edge, and that's gone past Ramden on the bounce, and that goes very fine for 4.
That was a very good delivery from Carlos Brathwaite. Not a whole lot you can do about those at this stage.
Clever stuff from Bailey. Just waiting that little bit longer and just slapping it back with a square on the offside for 4.
You know, you really can't set a field for that. A bit too much width.
It's a sort of pitch where we will see quite a bit of variation from the bowlers. Down the ground, that's where he likes to go. And he's played it extremely well. Should have been stopped, I think, but he's going to bank that boundary. The skipper's not too impressed with that.
Didn't time it as well as you'd have liked, and Rome Taylor desperate effort after that, at that one.
Just over the top. Orion it was. Just back with a square.
It's a difficult one. Full stretch when he got a hand to it. The thing he could do was just tip it over the bar.
Bailey, good connection. That's gone. Really good shot that from Bailey. That's what the Australians need at this stage.
Well, he took a bit of pace off of it. Didn't fool George Bailey and landed right in the slot, and he put the necessary pace on it.
Low full toss, tries of catch it, should be taken, holder it is. So that's a handy wicket at this stage. It's going to stem the flow a little bit because Mitchell Marsh can be very damaging at the end of an innings. And some good thinking cricket from Brathwaite with a change of field and also mixing things up a little bit. Perhaps that full toss should have got the treatment, but in the end they picked up the wicket. So Marsh goes for 16, 245 for 4 now. So 50 up for Bailey. It really has been a very good knock, this one from George Bailey. Elevated up the order to number 4 today with David Warner being injured. Important role to play, and he's done it superbly. Head has gone straight up in the air, and it's Ramden underneath that one, and he takes that catch comfortably. Pollard is effective on this sort of surface, and that's an indication that things are slowing up a little bit. Some nice variation from Pollard.
Sure, he'd like to have had a few more. Travis Head trying to haul this one over long on. Easy catch in the end for Ramden, but can't be blamed too much at this stage of the game. Got to get some boundaries. Travis Head goes for 1 in his first ODI. It's 249. for 5.
That's a good shot. Nicely played. Really good connection from Wade.
Just shows up the slowness of this pitch. Back of a length. Wade was onto it in a flash.
I'm going to be very interested to see if there is any bounce left in the surface when the Australians get that new ball in their hand. It's got him. Yorked him. Right under that bat and knocked that metal stump out the ground. Really good stuff from Jason Holder. Took the new ball today. Really has showed his troops how to do it, and he's picked up his second.
Yes, deserved this wicket. Wade turning that one into a Yorker and not being able to get hold of it. So the 6th Australian wicket goes down. Matthew Wade goes for 5. It's 257 for 6.
High in the air. Pollard's calling for it. Ramden says, I'll take it. And he does. So the West Indies doing themselves a world of good now, just picking up a few wickets right toward the end, and I think we can say that Pollard was pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, it's taking pace off the ball again. And Bailey not getting much to work with there. Hit it straight up in the air. Another easy catch for Ramden, and another wicket for Pollard. So a handy 55 from George Bailey ends. He goes, and 259 for 7, Australia.
Faulkner looking to come back for the second. So the West Indies have done a pretty good job. The last 2.5 overs have been pretty economic. Coming back for the second, and they come back safely for that one, but it is one short, so they end up getting to 265. One short in the end it is.
Excellent from Khawaja up front, after losing Finch early, and then Smith and Bailey really kept things going. Great running between the wickets, lots of singles picked up. Mitchell Marsh 16 towards the end, and 265 for 7. Challenging total set by Australia over to the West Indies. 2 for Holder, 2 for Brathwaite, 2 for Pollard. Pollard and Holder bowled, particularly bowled very, very well. No wickets for Narayan, but did a decent job.
So we've had a beautiful day in St Kitts. We're going to have a beautiful evening as well, with plenty of runs needed by the West Indies. They need to go at 5.32 runs per over, but on this small ground there's bound to be plenty of action. Back for 2. That's a good shot. That's right out of the middle. Beautifully played. Down the ground for 4. That'll help him. 6 for none. Oh, that's a crunch as well. This time it's Fletcher. Like a rock of that shot.
Off the mark with a quality over mid-off through the covers. Look at this outswing. He tried to get it up there, called Nile. He just watched it go back hard and fast to the boundary. Good confident start so far at the West Indies. Boundary last ball of last over.
Goes again and dropped. Khawaja at mid-on.
Well, big drop. These are the opportunities you've got to take early on. You've got Charles and Fletcher looking to really up the ante with the runs. And that's just got to be taken. So disappointing for Smith and Coulton Isle.
Whipped away, nice and fine. That's 4 more. That's gone smartly as well.
Yeah, you've got to be careful now. Frustration. That's 3 boundaries so far. 2 this over. 9 runs from it. And that's just the bowler frustrated. Drop catch. Thinking shouldn't be bowling Charles at the moment. Still got 1 delivery left.
And that one's eased away. Outfield's fast. Another boundary. So that's in the end, it's 3 boundaries off Coulton Isle's first over. 13 from it, 19 for none. He should have picked up a wicket. Wow, that's a beauty. He's hit that superbly. What a good shot that is for 6.
The West Indies have made their mark. Now they're going to go. They are onto it. Boundaries now flowing far too much for the Australians.
That's beautifully played as well. That's a really good shot. That's going to be another boundary. Good stuff from Fletcher, this.
Yeah, worrying signs for Australia. Might be one of those moments where Steve Smith has a chat, relaxes the game, slows it down. Beautiful placement again. But you just got to wonder, you just got to talk to your bowler and say, take a deep breath. Just got to get it back on the right length.
Just bunting that one wide of Finch at a short cover. Charles comes back for the second. Short ball, top edge. Where's that going to end up? Some way back. So that's a little bonus for Johnson Charles. It's only about 54 metres down there with the top edge.
It was a good delivery in the end, I think. It was right on the money, but top edge, and it flew away. And you've watched Smith.
Just a fingertip on that. End result is going to be 3 runs, so that's good aggressive running as well from these 2 opening batsmen for the West Indies. That's a good shot. That's beautifully played. Terrific stuff from Fletcher. He's had a life, and I think now he's looking to make the most of it.
Quality shot. Spoke about Faulkner and the lengths he's going to bowl. That's the length that Fletcher and Charles would love. Oh, you love that stare, the feeling. It comes out of the middle of the bat, even though it might be short down the ground towards our comm box.
Gee, that's a good shot. That wasn't all that short. Gone to the longest boundary, so it's going to be tracked down. What a shot. What a beautiful shot that is from Johnson Charles. Magnificent stuff.
The noise, that's for me, off the bat. You just listen to this. There it is, right in the middle, and he's thinking, thank you very much, keep bowling there, because I'm going to keep doing this. And the West Indies opening pair all over the Australian bowlers at the moment.
Played a beautiful shot of Hazelwood earlier through the through mid-off, and this one now straight down the ground.
Gone high. Long on is coming around. Usman Khawaja, what a miss. That's the second catch he's put down today. Well, you can't call it put it down. He never touched it.
Yeah, these are opportunities you need to take. He's had a second chance this evening and didn't get a hand to it. Johnson Charles goes across the line, skies that. Usman Khawaja tries to steady himself, doesn't get a hand to it. And that's a big chance that's gone missing.
Over the top. And the boundary of the last ball. Too much width given. And Fletcher capitalizes. 69 without loss. Got him, stood up on him. Nice length from James Faulkner. Popped on Fletcher as well.
Yeah, that's what we speak about. I wonder if he changed his pace up, but it was a good length. Yeah, change of pace, held it back, just held up in the wicket, deceived Fletcher, and a simple catch for George Bailey. Brilliant change of pace. Well done, James Faulkner. Oh, what a shot. Sumptuous cover drive. Hit on the up by Darren Bravo. And that's him at his best. Beautiful shot.
He was in control of this shot, not trying to overhit it. And given there's no lateral movement at the moment, that is a very, very good control. Yes, he strikes straight away. He is a wicket taker and a huge potential for Australia, and continues his good work, Adam Zampa.
Quality bowling, Adam Zampa. Looks like it's come out of the front of the hand, just skidded on. Great delivery. And that's trapped him right in front. No hesitation there from the umpire. Brilliant start, young man. Excellent bowling.
85 for 2.
That's far too much air for Zampa. That got hit with power back by Bravo. We've seen some good shots today. I love watching Bravo once he's going. Yes, good use of the feet, placement. I think the next one won't be as high up.
That's even better. On these short boundaries, the long one is just a spectator. Power, timing, all class from Darren Bravo.
Yeah, the previous over, he was a bit flat at Zampa, skidding it through. The last few, he's thrown up in the air. One went along the ground for 4, and this one went hard and fast into that sight screen.
And there he goes again. Overpitched. Extravagant drive, and let's see if he saves the boundary.
Good piece of fielding down there by Marsh. Thing to look for is whether it's 4, but that is a quality shot. Mitchell Marsh, big man trying to get down. Just got to think where when he touches, and there it is. The first one's okay, but then it goes onto the other arm and his legs are touching the rope. You'd imagine that's going to be called 4. Or just wait for the word, and there it is. Boundary to Bravo. Good running. And Travis Head back in now, replacing Kudnal. Choosing the around the wicket to the right-hand batsman.
Could be a couple. Oh, 3 from that over, and we're at the halfway mark. 25 gone, 134 for 2. It's beautifully played. That's how he plays. Marlon Samuels uses his feet very well. Wasn't much of a gap there, but he found it with good timing as well.
Nice shot.
Beautiful shot. Marlon Samuels again at his best. Getting that front foot out of the way. And just smacking it with good hands. Wide of mid-off.
Yeah, he ducked in as well.
Great shot, Marlon Samuels. He's had enough of that. Such a tough shot to play. Hits it over, mid-off, and he gets the boundary. Great batting.
And going inside out for delivery, turning into him. Mindful of the mid-off, mindful of the short extra cover, and bisecting them.
Yeah, and that's a good illustration of Marlon Samuels' ability. He can find the boundary with good orthodox cricket shots. Great shot. Just struck short. James Faulkner and Marlon Samuels equal to the task. Just whaps it past mid-wicket for 4. Great shot.
Latched onto it very, very quickly. More through wide long on than mid-wicket.
Great bowling, Adam Zampa, and that was a chance, sharp chance for Steve Smith at slip. Young leg spinner, very disappointed. Moral victory, as we see, tossed it up, a little bit of spin and bounce, and just right in between the slip and the keeper, all the way to the boundary for 4.
Was there an inside edge? Yes. Bravo walking away. Zampa back on with the wicket.
And that's exactly what Steve Smith wanted from Adam Zampa. Tosses it up, scrambled seam, a little bit of turn and bounce, brush the glove, and Matthew Wade does the rest. Fantastic bowling by Adam Zampa, and that's exactly what Steve Smith wanted from his young leg spinner.
Bravo shaking his head as he walks off. Gone for 39, 167 for 3. Yep, there it is. Going away for 4 for good measure. It's 27-50 in one-day international cricket. Only his 3rd against Australia in 27 ODIs. And these fans here really appreciate it. A few more have come in after work with the lights on, hoping their team can chase down this target.
Yeah, James Faulkner just rolling his fingers, and Marlon Samuels showing some great dexterity, opening the face and just running it to the vacant 3rd man for 4. And what an innings thus far, but it's not over yet. Beautiful light cut there by Marlon Samuels. Just a little bit of whip from Adam Zampa. And Marlon Samuels equal to the task. Played it nice and light. And there we see him just hitting down on the ball, playing it light. It was a bit of a top spinner from Adam Zampa.
Really good shot. Again, the best of Marlon Samuels.
Yeah, he's really been lethal on anything that's been half loose this evening. A real strong area for Marlon Samuels. Bit of width from Nathan Coulter-Nile. And great execution there by Marlon Samuels. Great acceleration of the bat to create the pace.
5 wides. All very good. There was a little bit of swing on it, but uncharacteristically, there have been some unforced errors by Australia over the last 40 minutes or so.
Yes, bad miss by Wade. Just bounces in front, slips under, and races away. There it is, up in the air. Will it have enough on it? It's over. It's 6. You just had that feeling, short boundary down that end. But it is 6. Wow. I said it's going to be over quick. Oh, he's going to get out, Samuels. And this.
Hit that better. Into the crowd clearly. Man at long off has been teased and toyed with.
What do we know? The old guy sitting up here knocking it around. He's going. 2 in a row. And I think he's going to try and finish it. He's going to keep going, Samuels. 32 needed.
He's hit that well too. 3 sixes in a row for Marlon Samuels. Halfway to where Herschel Gibbs was on this ground in the 2007 World Cup against Dan Bambanga.
And he's going. It's going to continue. 3 in a row. Zampa's given it more air tonight. You know the googly is coming, or the slider. Here he goes again. Keep going, Samuels.
Oh goodness, what wonderful work by Matthew Wade. Marlon Samuels was nowhere near safety at the other end. Wonderful athleticism. Another man run out in the 90s today. Khawaja now Samuels.
Oh, you can't say it's entertaining. Well, not entertaining in a way. Wade, sensational, falling back. Zampa, he knew it was going to hit. He didn't even want to grab it. And an incredible innings tonight from Marlon Samuels. 92 off 87. And the West Indies now 240 for 4.
No review left. No review left. Steve Smith is apoplectic. Yeah, Pat first.
Slice that, but it's going to be safe. Gee, strong. How strong is that bloke? That's gone for 6.
He's looking for that to just have a 1 bounce into the boundary. And look at it sail. Well, he's hit it with the wind. And it still takes a bit of an effort to get it that square. Just sliced it, Kieron Pollard. And away it went.
$17 runs required. Make that 16. Got that away too, and that's going to go for another boundary. Forget about the singles. Anything there to hit for 4, he's going to put it away random. He likes this venue. Bowled him. Not too many celebrations from the Australians. They realise this is going to be a tough call from here. Some clever bowling from Coulter-Nile, but it might just be a little bit too late.
Just a little off-cutter. Coming back in through the gate. Ramlin probably trying to run that down to third man. Didn't cater for it. Cutting back. Goes for 29. West Indies now 254 for 5.
They've gone up again, the Australians. They're pretty confident, and it's been given out. Ellingworth has raised that finger. West Indies do have a review, and straight away Jason Holder said, let's have a squeeze at this.
Looking front on. Doesn't appear to have hit the bat at all, but did make some contact, I think, after with his thigh pad or his pocket. If there was anything, it would have been that.
Ellingworth was certain there was something off the willow, but that wasn't the case, I don't think. We're just going to find out what that noise was, because there certainly was something. Wow. That's got me surprised. That's got me very surprised. And I'm not the only one by the looks of things.
Well, the verdict is out. Jason Holder will have to go without scoring. Maybe a little bit of drama still in this game. West Indies now 254 for 6.
Just past the outstretched hand, and it's gone for 4. 4 very, very valuable runs. Over the top, chipping. Chases on. Certainly going to be 3. Wow, what a interesting game this has been. A couple of runs required. Chop down, this should be it. A couple of big blokes out there. It's going to be a couple of paces only for these two guys to get back to wrap up victory for the West Indies. What a good win that is. That's a beauty.
Very impressive run chase by the West Indies. Star of the show, Marlon Samuels, with 92 off 87, but there were contributions all the way down, notably Johnson Charles with 48 at the top. Australia be disappointed in the bowling performance. Hazelwood was tidy. Mitchell Marsh very economical. There were wickets for Zampa, but he was expensive, and the same can be said of Nathan Coulter-Nile. So this is the summary of what's happened in St Kitts. Australia posting 265 for 7. The West Indies chasing it down in decent fashion. 266 for 6, more than 4 overs to spare. They have won by 4 wickets, and this is what it does to the table. Australia, despite this defeat, stay top. The West Indies move into second spot. South Africa, West Indies next. After the game, we got the thoughts of the captains and the man of the match at the presentation.
I want to go right back, Jace, to the start of this game. Very good read of the pitch. Bit of extra bounce today.
Yeah, I had a bit of bouncing early on in the pitch. Just thought we exploited that really well. Myself, I started really well, and then supported by Jerome Taylor. It was just important that we control the power play. Something we spoke about in the dressing room, and it's just good that we came out and did it.
I thought we were probably 15-20 short after, I guess, 30 overs, 1 for 157. I think we were. We probably should have got a few more than what we did. But credit to the West Indies. I thought they bowled quite well throughout the middle and at the back end as well. And we couldn't execute as well as we would have liked.
So 92 today off 87 balls. You played brilliantly. What about that 41st over with those 3 sixes in the first 3 balls? Were you thinking about going 6 sixes?
If he bowled it in the slot again, I think I'll take the chance, but he pushed it down the leg side here. But as I said, the most important thing is that I made 92 and the team win. It's better than making 100 and the team lose.
So that's a victory against the #1 side in the world. That means quite a bit to you guys.
Yeah, it obviously means a lot to us. It just shows that we can defeat these teams. Just need to be consistent. We aren't so consistent over the last few years. If we could be consistent, we could be a very good cricket side.
Well, the story in Guyana was that these 3 teams beat each other, and the same appears to be happening in St Kitts as well. One more game from St Kitts, then we move to Barbados.